Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar Hubogota channel for verified, timely, and high-impact updates on revaluations, currency movements, and financial breakthroughs that matter. We cut through the noise to bring you strategic insights and hard facts. For years, we've been the reliable voice amid a sea of rumors and hype, giving investors, analysts, and currency holders the credible information they need. And now, we arrive at a point few dared to predict with confidence, one that could reshape global financial dynamics. Today, we face a turning point unlike any in recent monetary history. The long-speculated revaluation of the Vietnamese Dong VND is no longer just a theory or hope it is happening. It is current. It is confirmed, and it is live as of June 2025. The quiet waiting game has ended. For those holding VND, this is the shift from patient strategy to precise execution. Backed by Vietnam's top financial institutions and political will, this revaluation is not a whisper, but an officially supported initiative now rolling out in real time. After years of economic restructuring, digital upgrades, and global market integration, Vietnam is making its financial presence known. The VND has gone from an overlooked currency to a newly empowered instrument of trade. Confirmations from both the State Bank of Vietnam and the Ministry of Finance have laid to rest any doubts. Press statements, official broadcasts, and regional updates are all reinforcing one message. The revaluation is real, structured, and rapidly unfolding. Already, banks across Southeast Asia are adjusting frameworks for the updated VND rate. Foreign exchange desks in places like Dubai, Frankfurt, Singapore, and major US cities are confirming early redemption activity. The current rate band is now live between $0.47 and $0.61 USD per VND. This pricing reflects a tiered structure meant to control flow, discourage unauthorized trades, and maintain rate stability. It is not a free-floating shift. It is a state-governed rollout with built-in controls. Vietnam's economic ascent is now tied directly to its currency status. With steady trade surpluses, growing manufacturing strength, and deeper ASEAN integration, the country has turned years of groundwork into real monetary transformation. This VND revaluation isn't rushed. It's a calculated step, the result of a decade-long plan. Authorities are clear. Only verified, lawfully held notes will be processed, ensuring that this transition is clean, compliant, and deliberate. The redemption system has 4 essential controls: live monitoring, tiered participant access, secure appointment protocols, and biometric ID verification. These features are designed to weed out counterfeit notes and confirm each transaction's legitimacy. Vietnam's biggest domestic banks, Vietnam Bank and BID, are heading local operations, in coordination with vetted institutions in global cities like Dubai, Hong Kong, New York, and Los Angeles. Tier encryption tech is now deployed to validate physical currency and secure digital records. Every redemption is documented under regulatory oversight, monitored both internally and externally. Whether you hold modest amounts or large positions of VND, the path to exchange is transparent, regulated, and secure. The groundwork has been carefully laid. Vietnam's leadership has made it clear this revaluation reflects not just economic maturity, but institutional readiness. Vietnam's rise from post-war poverty to economic prominence was no accident. It came from sound policy, investing in infrastructure, attracting foreign capital, enforcing monetary discipline, and expanding global trade ties. The VND's new value reflects these achievements, backed by real GDP gains, enhanced reserves, and digitized financial tools. This is not about hype. It's about substance. Vietnam has earned its military upgrade. Today, the VND stands not as a speculative note, but as a currency underpinned by sovereign strength. Its revaluation symbolizes years of strategy, its value grounded in macroeconomic indicators and global credibility. This benefits not just officials, but all holders who trusted the process. Vietnam now becomes a template for others, showing how disciplined policy can lead to global financial transformation. This process is unfolding in 3 distinct tiers. Tier 1 focuses solely on sovereign transactions, interbank adjustments, and reserve realignments. Its goal: stabilize nation-level financial agreements. Tier 2 is reserved for large-scale holders licensed brokers, financial institutions, and high-net-worth individuals. These redemptions are tightly controlled, occurring mostly off-market to avoid volatility or speculation. But Tier 3 is the one that affects most viewers' everyday VND holders. These redemptions are now active, but only through scheduled appointments at certified locations. These include centers across the US, Canada, Germany, Australia, and the Gulf. Entry requires full KYC compliance, biometric screening, and verified documentation. Here, volume redemptions often involve NDAs and legal contracts to preserve confidentiality and prevent abuse. This rollout isn't open-ended. It's time-sensitive and volume-restricted. Rates may adjust depending on market reaction and transaction load. That means now is the time to act. Ensure you have what you need: government-issued ID, proof of purchase, and a full transaction trail. Redemption centers are operating with advanced security, and armored transport is mandatory for higher-tier exchanges. Once at your appointment, your rate is time-stamped and locked in. Failing to prepare properly could mean delays or missed opportunities. This is a moment that demands clarity, urgency, and organization. Vietnam has created the conditions. The rest is up to you. Unlike other rushed revaluations that triggered chaos, Vietnam has focused on structure, not speed. Every safeguard, from biometric validation to rate tiering, is a reflection of deep planning and policy foresight. The infrastructure in place is resilient. Currency flow is regulated through encrypted systems, overseen by independent compliance bodies and the Ministry of Finance. Liquidity cushions are ready. Fraud detection is active. The message is simple: this is a sovereign event, not a speculative gamble. The rollout is serious, and it's built to last. Vietnam isn't chasing hype, it's building credibility. The revaluation system is designed for transparency and sustainability. Where others failed by acting fast and loose, Vietnam has taken the slow, steady path. The safeguards are not just financial, they're strategic. This is a national security effort. Redemption access is real. Rates are live. And your path is clear. The only question is whether you're ready to engage with this rare financial window. Global reaction has already begun. The IMF has praised Vietnam for executing one of the most well-planned currency resets in modern history. This isn't empty praise, it signals recognition of Vietnam as a sovereign, controlled, and mature market. As the VND revaluation is absorbed into international systems, countries are recalibrating their contracts, price models, and trade flows to reflect this new economic baseline. From logistics firms to energy companies, the ripple effects are spreading. Any organization linked to Vietnamese supply chains is now updating terms to reflect the new VND value. This isn't just a rate change, it's a macro reset. The idea of asset-backed currencies is now front and center. The VND is leading that charge. And all eyes are on what happens next as financial institutions reassess their exposure. If you hold VND, the steps are clear. First, verify your notes through official channels. Next, locate an authorized redemption site. Not every location is approved, and unauthorized exchanges may carry serious risk. Book your appointment. Walk-ins. Book your appointment. Walk-ins will not be honored. Most importantly, speak with a qualified financial advisor to understand your tax exposure, legal requirements, and compliance obligations in your jurisdiction. Capital gains, asset classification, and foreign income rules all vary by country. Don't guess. One wrong assumption could lead to tax penalties or even legal inquiries. Prepare properly. Know the law. Secure your assets. If you're disciplined and informed, you will benefit. If you rush or act on rumors, you may lose out. This is not a casual process, it's a life-changing financial event. Vietnam isn't stopping with the revaluation. It is already deploying policies to sustain its new momentum. Real estate incentives are stabilizing urban development. Massive infrastructure upgrades are rolling out across roads, railways, and ports. The government is committed to spreading the gains, not just hoarding them at the top. Direct citizen dispersals and wage recalibrations are building up the middle class. Meanwhile, sovereign wealth strategies are being drafted to channel excess capital into global investments. Bonds, real estate, and infrastructure deals abroad will create new revenue streams. This isn't just about today, it's about the next decade. Vietnam's leadership is looking far ahead, ensuring this financial evolution is just the start of long-term national prosperity. That's strategic thinking at scale. This isn't a blip, it's a new standard. Vietnam's approach proves that value can be built from legitimacy, policy, and performance, not just speculation. The revaluation is a reward for national strategy. It's also a roadmap for emerging nations hoping to regain control of their financial destiny. If you've held on to VND, this is the shift you've been waiting for. Accumulation time is over. Action time is now. At Iraqi Dinar Hub, we'll continue to provide exclusive updates from inside the global financial corridors. You'll hear what's next from the desks that matter most. Subscribe. Turn on alerts. Stay connected. This moment belongs to those who are ready, informed, and bold. The revaluation is real. The system is live. And the opportunity is now yours to seize. Don't let history pass you by. The information provided here is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. Currency valuations and revaluations are subject to market risks and regulatory changes, which can impact outcomes unpredictably. Always conduct your own research and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment or redemption decisions. Iraqi Dinar Hub and its affiliates do not guarantee the accuracy or completeness of the information and are not responsible for any losses or damages arising from reliance on this content.